Hey guys, what's up? It's Snake here, and today we're going to be talking more about survival mode. Now, I had wanted to get this video out yesterday, but the game's just that good, and my internet's just that bad to where I can't upload a video and play at the same time. So I had to make a decision, and it was Modern Warfare 3. But as you can see here, I'm playing a new map today. We had a different one yesterday, and we have two others. So we have 4 maps total that you can play through in survival mode. We got this one here, which is an overpass that's been destroyed by missiles. We have the train station, which I believe is set in England somewhere. And we have a downtown Paris map, and we also have a shanty town, which is probably somewhere in South America or maybe in Africa. But I haven't played through the campaign mode, so I don't know exactly where all this stuff takes place. Now, as you can see, these maps look exactly the same as their versions in multiplayer. And that's true. They're exactly the same shot for shot or area for area, however you want to say it, which is very different from what we see in Zombies. In Zombies, for instance, Launch, which eventually became Ascension, was more of an inspiration as opposed to an exact replica. They didn't take the map and make it exactly the same because you can't play Zombies the same way you can play multiplayer. Whereas survival mode, it's very similar to multiplayer. You got to take cover. You got the bad guys running around with guns and all that stuff. So it's very similar to multiplayer, with the exception of the fact that you have way more health than your enemies do. But as we can see too, we got dogs now. The way it works, you start out, you got regular bad guys with limited armor running around with shotguns, and then by wave 3, the dogs start coming. By wave 6, we see the guys with by wave 4, we see the guys with the submachine guns, and they have a little bit stronger armor. Wave 6, we have the AH-6 helicopters that come in and start shooting at us. And then by 7, we have the guys with the suicide bombers strapped to their chest, running around exploding, which aren't as difficult as I was originally concerned about. As soon as you hit them, they start beeping, so they're about to explode. So all you got to do is back up. You don't really want to be going in to knife these guys. And of course, you can shoot them, like say you have an SMG or an assault rifle. You can kill them before the bomb even goes off. And then the bomb will explode and kill all the bad guys that are around them too. So it's a good way to rack up points and and get kill streaks and things like that. And then by round 10, we're going to see the Juggernaut come down. And then by round 15, we have 2 Juggernauts. And then I didn't really play much after I got to round 15, so I don't really know when the dogs with C4 come in or anything like that. But obviously, the airstrikes are going to get more frequent, and there's going to be a lot more Juggernauts and a lot more guys with riot shields and crazy things like that going on. But to start out with, this is kind of the setup wave by wave what's going on. Now, to combat that, obviously, you need to get better weapons. And the weapons the guys drop, obviously, are going to give you ammo and give you new guns, like the shotguns you get pretty much from Wave 1, and the SMGs that you get by Wave 4. But you're going to start to realize that the guns that they give you aren't strong enough to kill the guys that are giving you the weapons. So you're definitely going to need to hit up the weapon armory pretty quickly. And even if you are getting guns that are working well, you're going to start to run out of ammo pretty fast. And the guys, like for instance, the guys with the 1887s aren't going to be showing up anymore. So if you want to keep that gun, you're going to have to keep going back to the weapon armory and refilling your guns, which is only 750. So it's pretty simple to get extra ammo and keep the guns you like. But once you start getting to the higher rounds, the weapons you have are going to start to become useless, and you're going to need to pick up new ones as well. And that's where leveling up comes into play. Because obviously you got the guns they drop, but in order to get the better guns, you're not going to get them from the bad guys, from the hostiles. So you'll need to pick them up from the weapons armory or the equipment armory or things like that. And in order to do that, you have to level up your guy. So once you get to higher levels, you'll be able to buy stuff like the ACR, or the Type 95 or things like that. You'll be able to get claymores and C4. I actually have a list here. The equipment's kind of neat. You start out with grenades, of course, so you don't have to buy them. You can just refill them. But then you can also buy flashbangs to stun people, which is really good when you're fighting Juggernauts. You can get the claymores to just lay around and pick off guys as they're running through the area. The C4 as well. If you're a C4 person, the C4 will really help out. The RPG-7 is great when you're fighting the Juggernauts or when you're fighting some air support and stuff like that. It'll help take them down faster. You can also buy armor and quick revive, or not quick revive, but revive from there as well. And the way it works is it's just like in zombies. If you get shot and you go down, if you have a revive, it works just like quick revive does on solo for zombies. But even if you have 2 players. So if you go down, you will bleed out and then get back up if you have revive on, whether it's 1 player or 2 player or whatever. And then after that, once you no longer have a revive, when you go down, you need to be picked back up by your teammate. Because if either of you bleed out, the game automatically ends, because you have to finish the game with 2 people. There's no dying and then respawning at the end of the wave or anything like that. And then, of course, the armor, too, is just like having Juggernaut. So you can get both of those from the equipment armory. There's also a riot shield that you can pick up, which is kind of neat. And then there's a sentry gun and a sentry grenade launcher, which is pretty cool. Now, I didn't pick up the grenade launcher yet because obviously I haven't unlocked it. So I'm not sure if it shoots at hostiles on the ground, or if it's a grenade launcher that's used to shoot out air support, or how that works. But obviously, when I play some more, I'll be able to let y'all know. The weapons armory is going to have all the guns you see in multiplayer or in the campaign mode and stuff like that. They're in a slightly different order than what we see in multiplayer. And why that is, I'm not exactly sure. But you can pick up all the different guns you see, including sniper rifles, from the weapons armory. As you can see, I just went down there right now. See, I'm bleeding out, and as soon as it bleeds out, I'll be able to stand back up because I have revive on. Now, if I had thought about it, or if I was paying attention whenever I checked the equipment armory, I would have known I could have just went back and bought it over again in order to help us continue on to the next level. But this ends up coming back and biting me by wave 15, actually. When the 2 juggernauts come, that's when I go down. Not to spoil anything. But the last armory that we have, of course, is air support. And this one's really cool because there's 2 sections to the air support armory. First off is the regular attack air support. You got your Predator missile, which again is great for taking down air support, and taking down their juggernauts and things like that. You get an airstrike, which I try to use at some point in this video, but I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know if it worked or not. And then we got a Delta squad that'll come down and start shooting at people, and then the other squad that can come down is the riot shield squad. So that's a good way, obviously, in higher rounds, to call those guys in when you have too many people to dispatch. And it seems like everybody's overtaking you. You call one of those guys in, and they can come and take care of a bunch of the hostiles for you. But the other section of air support is perk packages. So it's just like care packages that'll give you perks from multiplayer. So you can get a quick draw perk. You can get the sleight of hand perk, the extreme conditioning perk to help you run faster, steady aim, and stalker perk, which is really great, which helps you aim better while you're running. And my guess too is obviously as you level up your character, you also can level up these perks and get the pro versions and things like that. But again, I haven't played long enough to unlock these yet. I think I'm only at like level 7 or level 8. But all in all, it's a really, really fun game. It doesn't seem like there's as much of a strategy, at least early on in the round like this. My guess is probably once you start getting better weapons and you can work your way up to like wave 20 or wave 30 and things like that, there's going to be a lot more strategy involved, a lot more planning and figuring out where to start the match and what weapons to have and when the bad guys come, because obviously I played through this a couple times. It seems like they all come at exactly the same wave every time. So anyway, it looks like this. I'm about to wrap it up here. We got the 2 juggernauts that are going to come and kill us. And that's going to be it for me today. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope if you haven't tried survival mode yet, this video is gonna make you want to pick it up and play through it a few times. And again, like I was saying, it's all about leveling up your character, which is really great compared to zombies, where it's like when you sit down to play zombies, you really want to go for the highest round you can, or you really want to like try and do an achievement or something like that. And when you die, like say you get to round 20 or 25, you die, you really don't want to sit back down and play through it again. But with survival mode, the whole time you're leveling up. So even if you don't play through it again now, next time you come back, you're going to be at a higher level and you'll be able to get better guns, and that way you'll be able to get to a higher wave every time. So anyway, we survived to wave 15, and that's going to be it from me, so peace out.